Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here that nobody dares say. Right, can I give a big shout out to Porky's International YouTube? That's our sister channel. Feel free to like and subscribe and leave a comment. And after you've jumped over there and had a good old nosy, or as we say up there in South Yorkshire, a good old neb. Right. Triple T, tea towel turkey, you know, this sand Arab. Right. He's running around saying they're going to put a 20 quid price cap on pay per view and then a 15 quid one. So they're saying, well, look, if that's going to happen, brilliant. But it were 15 quid for years. It were only Eddie Hills that put the price up. Then they all jumped on bandwagon before we know where we were with booking fees. It was 30 odd quid, total con. So if we can do that, brilliant. But we know what it is, don't we? It's sports washing. I remember a few years ago when Eddie Hills got in there first in Saudi. Bricktop were running about, weren't you, Bricktop? You don't say it now, but you were running around saying about the human rights and this and that and blah de blah, weren't you? Same as you were about StubHub. You were squealing like a pig about StubHub, Bricktop, weren't you? You were squealing like a stuck pig. You had MPs asking questions in House of Commons about StubHub. And then before we know where we were, a few years later, you were working with StubHub. There were no questions being asked then, were there? Same as you're not asking any questions about human rights in Saudi at the moment, are you? That's because you were filling your boots with StubHub and now you're filling them with the Saudi money. Hypocrite. Frank Warren, aka Bricktop, you're a hypocrite. Just thought I'd point that out. These are the sort of people that we have at the top of the sport, right? Absolute weapons. But I like to point it out, especially when they come out with stuff like that. And then they backtrack down the line, but think that everybody's forgot. Not Russell, not on your Nelly. You nick a bit of fish over there, they cut your arm off. If you're gay, they throw you off a building. So why are you not mentioning that, Bricktop, in your IFL lovings? Hey, we all them we access. No, you're not gonna do, are you? So wheel that Dev Sandwich out, or Dev Sani, whatever it's called. Wheel him out. Get him to explain it for you and put it in some of them big words that he uses. Unbelievable. But it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. I want to know, why is it okay for Anthony Joshua, right, to fight stiffs? Now, Usyk stood him on his head twice, right? Then what happens? He fights Franklin, who's a big stiff, Elenius, a former sparring partner, Wallin, a former sparring partner, and then Ngannou in his second fight. I understand he's got to build his confidence up. But why is the media not having a go at him for that? But yet the same media people are having a go at Chris Eubank Jr. for fighting a stiff after the Beefy Smith fight. He's fighting this Serrativa or whatever he's called. Can't even pronounce his name because I'm a thicko. But at the end of the day, when I look at his record and look what he's done, the guy's a dosser. Just another bare bum in the shower. But the media are having a pop at Chris Eubank Jr. like Simon Jordan. But why are they not having a pop at Anthony Joshua and his resume of stiffs? Hey, and warm-up fights and tick-over fights. What's good for Goose has got to be good for the old gander. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. When I'm not roasting mofos on here like Coogan Cassius from IFL, who's had access over 14 years. Over 14 years. Just rolls off your tongue, doesn't it? 14 stretch. And he still can't ask a proper boxing question. How can that be? How can that be? Hey, we've got Eubank for me. He's got to fight Charlo next, hasn't he? After this fight, he's got to fight Charlo. We keep saying Eubank's got to be in a world title fight. You can't be ranked box rec number 2 and not fight the number 1 guy, Charlo, can you? Why be fighting guys ranked 39 when you're ranked number 2? Yeah, they'll take the Canelo fight and they get beat by Canelo. We don't want to see Eubank against Saunders. That was 10 years ago. Izzy, what are you going on about that for? You're stuck in a. Have you been stuck in a time warp 10 years? I'm going to be playing some part in it if Billy Joe fights again. Billy Joe's not going to fight Eubank. It's 10 years since he fought him. He's going to need 3 or 4 warm-ups before he fights him. By the time we get round to it, at this rate, he'll be 40. You know, Eubank's not going to fight Beefy Smith in a trilogy. Who wants to see that? It's a stinky poo. You know what I mean? We don't want to see Crusher Ben against Eubank. Didn't anybody learn nothing when Kell Brook fought Golovkin? And Eubank's really a super middle. Do you know what I mean? Conor Ben's a small welterweight. Why would we want to see that? It's died a death over 2 years ago, that fight. We definitely don't want to see Eubank against Kell Brook, although Kell Brook could fight him because he wants the money and he's got nothing to do. But we don't want to see fights like that. Who wants to see Eubank against Crawford as well? Why are they going on about that? Ben Shalom, why are you mentioning that? And why are you mentioning Eubank fighting Erislandy Lara? He's 42 years of age. Why would you put Eubank in with a 42-year-old small, and I mean small middleweight? It's craziness, absolute craziness. Crawford would absolutely school Eubank. You know it, and I know it, but it is what it is, isn't it? Crawford's a GOAT, so if Eubank lost to Crawford, he'd just come out with things like, well, there's a GOAT, it don't really count as a loss. And this is how these people talk in front of media. Nobody pulls them up on it. Why? Are all these YouTubers with access, are they boxing people, or are they just there to ask soft questions and get a bit of access, get a bit of free food and buffet? Do you know what I mean? And get into shows. Is that what's going on? Is anybody going to put it on this media? Because Simon Jordan's not going to put it on him, is he? His arsehole's flapping too much. He's not going to do that. So, well, what's going on here? What is happening? That's all we want to know. We just want proper questions asked. Eubank's got to be in a fight. TalkSport shouldn't be giving him airtime. He's got to be in a fight sooner or later. It's becoming embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. But hey ho, what can you do? Oh, thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Okie dokie. Go on, peace out. Don't forget to join our sister channel. Like and subscribe over there. And have a little look. There's 23 videos on there. Porky's International YouTube, that's called. Go on, booyaka.